Hi guys, it's Xenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing a celebrity perfume haul. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a celebrity perfume like video of any kind. So, you know, it was about time. And I've had these perfumes in my collection for a really long time. I just haven't made videos on them. Like literally 2 of these perfumes I bought back in March, which is crazy because we're in October. So when you guys see my haul videos and you see a lot of them on my channel, don't be thinking that I'm just like constantly shopping. It's just that I have like backed up videos and backed up perfumes, and like I like to pre-record a lot and things like that. Anyways, I'm really excited for this video because I have some really good celebrity perfumes. I feel like some like rarer, I guess you could say, celebrity perfumes in this video. So before we get into this video, please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on. And if you guys want to see the new celebrity perfumes that I've added to my collection, then keep watching. I think I'm gonna start off with my most recent one. So I picked this perfume up literally just a couple weeks ago. I had gotten to Burlington, which I had not been in Burlington in a really long time because there was a minute there where I would go there hoping to find new perfumes so I could share them with you guys, but there was like nothing new. I either had most of the perfumes they had or they just didn't have things that like interested me until I went there a couple weeks ago and I saw this perfume and I had to get it. So this is Electric Fantasy by Britney. Yes. This is Electric Fantasy by Britney Spears. This is now my 6th fantasy flanker that I have in my collection. I have all my Britney Spears perfumes in this little cubicle over here, which you guys can't see. Which, by the way, now that I have like a significant amount of these flankers, let me know if you guys want like just a fantasy flankers sort of video where I kind of do little mini reviews on all of them and I just gather them all up in one video. Or if you guys want to see like my entire Britney Spears perfume collection, let me know if you guys want like just a video on all of that. When I saw this at Burlington, I got really excited because I always get really excited when I see new flankers to fantasy because I feel like at this point I'm like collecting them. More so because I've always wanted to do just like a fantasy video when I have like a significant amount of them, and now that this is my 6th one, I feel like I could probably do it. When I saw this there, I figured that it was just like an older flanker, but it's actually not. This is pretty recent. It literally just came out last year, so it's only like a year old. Now for me, the appeal with the fantasy flankers, yes, I do like a lot of them, but to be completely honest, I feel like the original fantasy scent is a little bit dated for me. Not that it smells dated, but that used to be like my signature scent when I was in like middle school, so it's just really weird for me to wear it now. And a lot of the fantasy flankers that I have collected since the original, I have found that they've had a significant resemblance to the original. So I feel like more than anything, I'm collecting them for the sake of making a video to review for you guys, and then I'm probably gonna just sell them all because apart from just a couple that I really love that I will not be parting ways with, I don't really love the rest, if that makes any sense, which you guys will see if I do end up making a fantasy video. But this one, when I read the notes, I got really excited, and then when I read the comments on Fragrantica, I got even more excited because people were comparing this perfume to one of my all-time favorite perfumes. So when I saw that, I was like, I need it. And this was like 20 bucks, and it is the big 100ml bottle of it. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's like purple, blue, pink, sort of ombre type of thing. I really like all the colors in this perfume. They're really appealing. Obviously the whole fantasy packaging, I think it's very, I don't want to say childish, but it's definitely more juvenile. But oh my god, okay, let me get into the notes of this because this is a real gem right here. If you guys see this, oh my, you definitely need to pick it up. So this is top notes of passion fruit, pink pepper, middle notes of heliotrope, jasmine, and base notes of benzoin and ambroxan. So the notes are a little bit different than the original. I obviously am going to compare it to the original, which I have over here. This one has like cupcake, it has kiwi in it. Yeah, this is such a classic scent. It literally reminds me of like middle school. And to be completely honest, this doesn't really smell like the original for me, which for me is a win because I'm so kind of over that scent right now that I really enjoy it if it doesn't smell like the original, if that makes sense. This smells so freaking incredible. This is giving me high-end designer vibes. It's not at all giving me celebrity perfume vibes. And guys, do you know what this smells like? This guy. Valentino Donna, Born in Roma. This perfume that we all love. The bourbon vanilla type of scent in here is a little bit more rich, and this definitely smells more high-end. But they're like in the same genre, in the same family. Like they smell so similar to each other, especially when this dries down. This is just slightly a little bit fresher. It's still very sweet, and as sweet as Born in Roma, but it kind of opens up a little bit more fresh. And that's pretty much the only difference in my opinion. And you can see that even once you scroll on Fragrantica, you'll see that Valentino Donna is one of the perfumes that this is compared to. Another one is Mac Candy Yum Yum, which I love Mac Candy Yum Yum, and I have it over there because I was literally wearing it yesterday. Like, I wear it very often. To be honest, this doesn't remind me of Mac Candy Yum Yum. I guess because of like the sweet factor, they would be considered like to be in the same family, but I don't think that they're dupes. Like, this is way more closer in my opinion to Born in Roma than it is to Candy Yum Yum. But that still kind of gives you a vibe of like the category of perfumes that this falls into. If you don't love the original Fantasy, I still would say give this a try because it's so much more elevated to me. It definitely smells like all of the perfumes that we're seeing now, like the mainstream perfumes, Valentino Donna, Born in Roma, I don't know what other perfume I'm trying to think of, but like, you know, those new perfumes that are kind of up and coming right now that we're smelling a lot lately, it definitely fits into that. So I definitely think they knew what they were doing when they created this, because it smells like a lot of those perfumes, which is a good thing because you know it's gonna smell good and it smells high-end and not like your typical celebrity perfumes. But then it kind of loses that unique factor. You know, obviously it's not your most unique perfume ever, but for it being $20 and smelling like an over $100 perfume, I say that's a win. It kind of has like almost like this fruit punch sort of a scent, if that makes sense, but then I'm almost getting vanilla bourbon in here in the dry down, which is why I think it reminds me of Valentino Donna Born in Roma. But yet this doesn't even have vanilla bourbon. It doesn't even have vanilla. It just has benzoin and ambroxan in the base notes. So I'm not really sure. Like, I don't even necessarily agree with the benzoin and ambroxan because I feel like those are very specific notes and I can always pinpoint them in perfume. And ambroxan especially, I feel like ambroxan can kind of sometimes even lean on like the unisex side, and this is not unisex to me at all. Like, it's not musky or fresh at all. I find this really sweet. The original Fantasy is like too sour and it's a little bit sharp and kind of a little bit all over the place at times. Like, it can definitely be headache inducing, but I don't think this is. I'm so happy with this. I feel like once I decide to get rid of some of my Fantasy perfumes that I have in my collection, this will be one of the perfumes in my Fantasy range that I have that I will not be getting rid of because I truly really like this. It definitely fits into the type of perfumes that I really like. So yeah. Electric Fantasy by Britney Spears. The next perfume, I guess I'll get into the two perfumes. I got both of these in March, and how I know that, I literally remember the specific date that I bought them is because we had like this little like weekend vacation. We went to Miami for my best friend's birthday and we stopped by a CVS. I remember, our Walgreens. No, it was a CVS, and they were getting like, I don't know, random stuff, and of course I just made myself over to the perfume section because my eye like caught these two perfumes, and I had never seen these perfumes in any stores where I live. And I was like, what? Like, I've been trying to get my hands on these perfumes for so long. I had to get them right then and there. So these are perfumes that you guys have told me so many things about, and you guys are always telling me to try out these perfumes, especially this one, but also this one. So let me start with this. This is Killer Queen by Katy Perry. So I knew I would love this because I've actually had this. I think this was like one of my very first perfumes that I've ever owned. I got it as a gift from, I think, my parents or somebody. I remember I got it as a gift for Christmas one year, like literally 8-9 years ago, and I remember loving the scent. And it's crazy because that was around the time when I had just met my best friend, and obviously I was with her in the Miami trip, and I made her smell this. I didn't say anything, and she literally smelled it and she was like, oh my god, that brings me back to when we first met. And I was like, yeah, because that was one of the perfumes I had when we first met. It was like my first perfume. I used to wear it all the time. I remember, I think it was like freshman year of high school or something like that, which that seems so long ago now. This is what Killer Queen by Katy Perry looks like. It kind of looks like a little crystal. It's a little bit of an awkward bottle, even though I really like it, but obviously you can't stand this up. It has to just be sitting on its side like that. And let me just get into the scent, because I truly think in the celebrity perfume world, this is one of the best. Like, this is one of the ones that smells very high end, and it doesn't really fit into that stereotypical celebrity perfume type of category where it's like they all smell the same. This doesn't. It's like, this definitely stands out, and it has some like rich, expensive, bougie vibe to it for sure. So this perfume has top notes of forest fruits, plum, bergamot, middle notes of frangipani, jasmine sambac, calosia, and base notes of praline, patchouli, and cashmere. So there's some delicious notes in there, starting off with the forest fruits, that plum note, the praline, the cashmere note. Just a lot of notes that I really like. This brings me back, but it's in a good way. I feel like a lot of times when I smell perfumes that I used to wear like years ago, I'm like, I don't really want to wear those now because like that time has passed, you know what I mean? But this is one that I still want to wear now because it still just smells equally as good as it did then. Like, it doesn't feel dated to me at all, or it doesn't just like put me off because I've worn it in the past. I love this. It smells so good. And I feel like for it coming out so long ago, it's definitely very fitting with the modern perfumes that are coming now. Like, it still fits into what's coming out now. That plum note, the praline, the sweetness, the sugariness of this perfume is so prominent. It smells so rich. It's so intoxicating. It's so sexy to me, like a very seductive, sexy scent. It's not your typical juvenile celebrity scent. It is like an actual sexy perfume where I feel like you can wear this on a date night and whoever you're with will like melt in your hands. I would say if you love scents like Flower Bomb, this is like a guaranteed love because it kind of reminds me of Flower Bomb, and I love Flower Bomb. I've actually picked it up recently. I know I've spoken about Flower Bomb and I've said that it like doesn't last on me, but I do really love just like the core scent of Flower Bomb. It's like everything that I love. It's sweet, it's delicious, and I think if you love Flower Bomb, this is one that you will also really love. I can't get over it. It's so good. The deep red bottle of this perfume literally matches the scent to a T. Like, the packaging of this is exactly the vibes that this perfume is putting off. Like, it's just so good. So freaking good. I highly recommend this. And because this is a celebrity perfume and it has been out for so long, you could find this for like dirt cheap, but you will smell like you have $100 or more designer perfume on. So that is Killer Queen by Katy Perry. And then the next perfume that I got on that trip is this. Now, I feel like this is a really rare perfume. I hear people now telling me in my comments that I should try this scent out, but that it's really expensive because it's been discontinued for so long. And this is actually a flanker to the original. So this is Taylor Swift Enchanted Wonderstruck. This is a flanker to the original Wonderstruck. This is another one of my very first perfumes that I've ever had. This one was my very first perfume, and then came this one. And I remember that just because of like the houses that we were. Like, I remember in like my very first house when we first moved into the States, I wore this, and then I got this at like a house later on. So that's like the way that I remember it. I'm in love with Wonderstruck by Taylor Swift. Like, this is such a good perfume. I absolutely love it. It's not groundbreaking, but there's something in this perfume that, oh man, it will attract any and everyone. Like, everyone loves this perfume. It is so good. And I can't even really explain it. There's just something so alluring and so good about that scent. And then when I saw this, I was like, I have to pick this up because everybody's always telling me how expensive this perfume is listed now because it's so hard to get your hands on it. So Enchanted Wonderstruck looks like this. The bottle is basically the same, but you can see that the Enchanted version has kind of like a reddish hue to it. And there's definitely a difference with the way that they smell. This one, oh my God, I don't know why they ever discontinued. Well, I know why, because it's been around for like 20 years. This one smells way more high-end to me than the original one does, which I love. Like, I have nothing bad to say about this. but this smells super expensive. So like smooth, and there's something even like creamy about it. So Enchanted Wonderstruck has top notes of wild berries, passion fruit, and poppy, middle notes of sugar, champaca, peony, and freesia, and base notes of vanilla, woody notes, and white musk. Just the combination between the berries, the sugar, the vanilla, a bit of that like woody richness. Peony is another floral type note that I really enjoy because it's a sweet floral. And then I definitely enjoy that passion fruit that's in here. It kind of gives us like a juicy, sweet, fruity burst. It's just so good. It's like berries dipped in sugar, if that makes sense. Vanilla richness. It's a lot of sweetness happening in this perfume, but I still don't feel like it's a headache inducing sweetness, at least not for me. Like maybe that's just coming from somebody that really likes sweet scents. It is definitely sweet, but it's not the type of sweet where I feel like this will really bother anybody. Like it's just a really good scent, very deep and sultry. Like the original Wonderstruck is a little bit more innocent sweet, you know, girl next door, whereas this one is a little bit more amped up. So yeah, love these two. Like I love these. I will forever have these in my collection. I wish that they had a bigger bottle of this because they only had a little 1 ounce, but I'm still really happy to at least have this in my collection because I hear this stuff goes for like very expensive right now. But yeah, it's so good. And then the last perfume that I have for this video, I know that I've included this in a video. It wasn't a haul, but I don't know what. I think it might have been a perfume combination video because I know which body mist that I pair this up with, so I think it might have been that. So I know I have talked about this perfume in the past, but I haven't actually included it on its own. This is Paris Hilton Heiress. This perfume looks like this. The packaging is just, it's not really giving that much. It's just like an all clear bottle with like this little sticker in the back. It's just not really doing it for me. Like the bottle is kind of lackluster. But let's get into the scent. So I actually feel like for a celebrity perfume, this is very unique because I've never smelled a perfume or a celebrity perfume, or honestly any perfume of that matter, that smells quite like this perfume. And the appeal of this perfume for me was the fact that everyone and their mother says that this smells like bubblegum. So that is why I made the video where I did the body mist layering video. If I know which video that is, I will try to link it up here. But I pair this up with bubblegum drop. No, I don't know what the heck it's called. The new bubblegum fragrance that came from Bath & Body Works. I'll put a picture of it right here. Yeah, that. I mix it with that because that's like straight up bubblegum, and this smells like bubblegum as well. So the combo is so good. Even just smelling this out the bottle, not even spraying it yet, I still get bubblegum. This kind of bubblegum though, in like the little rectangle kind of piece, like not that like Hubba Bubba type of bubblegum. I get more of that, if that makes sense. Like it's not as sweet as the Hubba Bubba. It has a little bit of like sparkling freshness to it, which is why I think it smells more like that. So I don't know what in the world gives off that bubblegum note in this perfume because there's no actual bubblegum note in it. This has top notes of champagne, passion fruit, peach, orange, mimosa, middle notes of grenadine, tiare flower, ylang ylang, honeysuckle, star jasmine, and base notes of tonka bean, violet leaf, and white woods. So yeah, I have no idea what's giving off the bubblegum feel. I guess it's just like the mixture of all of those notes somehow combines into smelling like bubblegum. I have no idea. And because of that champagne note, it's not like straight up super sweet bubblegum. Like I said, like it's not like the Hubba Bubba sweet. Because it has that champagne note, it kind of gives us like an effervescent, more sparkling feel. So it makes it a little bit more fresh than just entirely sweet bubblegum. But I guarantee you that if you get this fragrance, you will 100% smell like that bubblegum scent that it has. It's very distinct. I don't think that it's anything crazy. I do think that the bubblegum scent that it has does make it special and a little bit unique because you don't really see many perfumes or even body sprays that smell like bubblegum. Like I feel like it's a really unique scent, but at the same time it's just, I mean, it's not that crazy. Like it's a good scent and I love it because I love mixing it with that bubblegum body spray. But this isn't gonna be, you know, like my everyday type of fragrance. I will wear it if I just like don't know what to wear. It's an easy fragrance to wear. I will definitely say that. Like fresh out the shower. And it does dry down a little bit more floral. I think that bubblegum scent you really get in the opening, but when this dries down, you do get a lot more of the floral notes. So yeah, that's basically my full little rundown on Paris Hilton Eris. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked these new celebrity perfumes that I have in my collection. Let me know any other celebrity perfumes that I need to try out and review and test out for you guys. Please let me know if you guys want a Britney Spears fantasy range kind of collection video or just a full-on Britney Spears perfume collection video. Let me know in the comments. That'd be very helpful to me. But that is it for this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one.